By using the word fair, and his history in city council, and what she just said is right in alignment with our ability to try to get information through candidates that there's nothing wrong with existing laws, policies, and procedures, and all the progressive reform activities in education and housing and jobs creation are being thwarted by employee misconduct, subjective malpractice of existing laws, policies, and procedures, and we have data that we would like to set up venues to get to maybe layperson oversight committees or just once a month meetings or something like that. And we are now, we debuted first in 2011, we're a voter constituency having special interest needs.
Okay.
We're all working class, student, impoverished people whose jobs or finances have been depleted through legal malpractice or some type of rules or procedure.
Okay.
Some employee misconduct, perjury.
Do you have any like events coming up soon, or like group meetings? And I can give you my information.
That's what this invitation is.
Okay.
To begin problem-solving dialogue. So, as a constituency, we would support through donations and everything. If the candidacies that, like in his case, he had an open house. He invited community. That gives us hope that he's going to be accessible. But we're not going to trample over anybody. We're just going to say we're going to respect. We want to separate ourselves as authentic community leaders as opposed to a rabble mob throwing rocks at buildings protesting.
Yeah, right.
We're all professional. We all have professional expertise in different types of background. Charlie Stecker is in security for judges, for Mellon Bank Center, for Two Logan Regis. He's got a heavy security background.
Right.
We're all qualified expert witnesses according to the federal rules of procedure, right? And we are coming together now, showing the data, using our expertise, our entrepreneurship, whatever it is. He's a builder, entrepreneur business, showing where our finances were obliterated or our job opportunities were obliterated, information to perjury. In a DHS case or deficiencies in civil rules and procedure.
Okay.
Yeah. Not complaining about existing laws and procedures. I started to ask this question to Senator Anthony Hardy Williams, graciously, when he was running for the governor in the Northeast Chamber of Commerce, to allow me to film it and to help him, and he took my question. And he said, of course, data should drive any change. No child can benefit by education, no matter how we address the opportunity, they're injured through perjury or legal malpractice of child welfare, long time pending at the kindergarten. He said, of course, that's a softball question. Data should drive any change. But what's history making here is that there are candidates now that are bringing the community. It's no longer cliquish. You see, who knows who?
It's all inclusive.
Yeah, it's all inclusive. So yes, you're welcome. As long as you respect my agenda, we can see what parts of our agenda are.
And are you Roxanne?
I'm Roxanne.
I'm Brian.
And this is Charlie.
Their own homes. So we're not just training them and sending them on their way. We're actually training them, educating them, employing them, and providing them with homes that they can stay in.
That's a good thing. That's really a good thing, because it's going to give a kid with education, he's going to get a direction in his life that he wants to go in. Without education, he ain't going to go nowhere.
Absolutely. And what I've learned is the education that they're feeding our children now is not an education for them to
grow on.
Yes, it's not for a progressive life. It's actually for them to fall behind. So with Brothers Making a Difference, we're going to nip that in the bud. We're going to remove poverty and put Brothers Making a Difference there to create more fruitful.
I wish I knew it. See, I'm not active as I used to be with the charges, but I would love you to come down there. But I'm not the boss anymore.
Okay.
To speak to those kids, but they need to hear it other than me. They've been hearing from me ever since they was babies. You know, and
give me a call. I'll come do a presentation. I'll do a motivational speech, whatever you need.
If I can, you know,
because I believe this is my passion behind this. I'm not just trying to create a place where people get trained and sent away. I'm trying to create a world that I'm comfortable leaving my children in.
And that's a good thing.
Yes.
That's what's wrong with us right now.
Yes.
There's not enough people thinking about their children.
Yes. And I'm not just thinking about their children. I'm thinking about their children's children as well.
I understand that. These other ones, they can't do nothing for this because they're in jail. And when the man goes there, what can he do for a child with a bad reference?
And that's one of the things that's beautiful about our nonprofit is we'll take those people who come out of prison and we'll train them, because studies show that once you train someone who was incarcerated, they don't go back to that same lifestyle.
I'm trying to train them before they even get there.
But that's where we come in too.
Well, I want you to hold 100% of what you're doing, because I think the more we train a young man not to do this and have a direction in life of what he's going to do, he won't go there.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So if you have a direction, you say, I don't want to
It was God told someone's heart to art the music. Says I'm calling the shots.
Exactly.
I see these kids looking like I'm going to do
Exactly. And when I found that out, I said,
I broke the law.
what law?
I say,
That's not breaking the law. That's doing what we're supposed to do.
that's why we're not going after people.
Exactly. Exactly.
We're going to say, please give us what the guidelines say on family service that says what do we need to have proper housing for children.
Exactly.
All right? And stay adoption proceedings.
Right.
If I have a relative in
Yeah, kinship. We have to have kinship.
Yeah, if I have
Now,
a relative in Alaska,
what do you think our chances of finding a relative in Alaska are? I'd say slim to
we don't know
none.
until we get them on the phone with Michelle Thomas with Diana on the phone.
Yeah, from my understanding, they're both from Minnesota, and they don't have anybody up there. He went up there to do sled dog training when he was single.
We have to get her.
Yeah.
Her mother thinks the only answer is get her home.
Say again?
Her mother, Diana, thinks the only answer is to get her home. Right? But that's going to make her further away from the children because Alaska.
Well, exactly. I explained that to Diana. I said, we got to make sure that if she leaves Alaska, they may consider it abandonment. So we want to make sure they do that.
As much as stay adoption proceedings.
Exactly.
Make it temporary.
Right, with the focus on reunification once we show a stable environment for the children between 12 or 13.
Oh, okay, so they have a
So, yeah, that's why the adoption process started, which I explained to them, because by protocol they have to do it. It takes about a year to get the adoption done.
still premature according to the guidelines.
Yeah. Should I catch me eating, right? A mouthful of food. Well, because when you read the report, it says there's nothing going on. He was counterproductive to the reunification of the mother with the children. She's in a domestic violence position. She's in a place where she's fear for her life. He's threatened her numerous times. So she doesn't know what to do. Right.
Then we need to have a conversation with Diana.
Right, and I've had several with Diana. What we need the person we need the only with is Michelle, without him around. Diana's going to orchestrate that for us. When he goes for one of his UAs, she's then alone. We're going to then call in. I mean, I know. And what a perfect place he did. I mean, the guy's in debt. He owes child support from everywhere. So they get dividends up there in Alaska to live like that. All his go to pay for his kids. So he got this 20 years younger than him, got her pregnant, brought her up there, puts her out in the middle of the woods with her kids.
Federal rules of evidence for expert witnesses and security.
Right.
If you are a bonded security person, right, you have experience in security, right, and you get insurance, and you have proof of a federal court, right, of medical evidence that a child is in possession in another state with their abuser that is being sued for personal injury and medical evidence in the federal court. This is a big famous case that's happening right now. Right? State of Nevada made a paternity right? Two celebrities in California, right? They made a paternity order on a blank, clearly printed, non-admissible in court of law DNA. So that was clearly not that. But the judicial corruption and he extended a warrant for the arrest of of the mother and the child is living, satisfying the residential guidelines to get them to CCJA. They go all their life with the birth certificate was changed on the CCJA order, everything. Totally trampled all over their rights and got her first degree
Wow.
handed the baby over to criminal charges. It's in the record now. Not only can security just like me, but I'm going to be expert witness for the legal on that over all the give it back to the parents. This is not a destination. This is the subject child. Here's where I have all this evidence of that I didn't really have to put it real for you. Put it in real. Right? So that's what we're about to do. We have to go out. Her trial's coming up August 1st. They've got legal training for law. I'm uploading to a private trial. All the malpractice. All the malpractice. So we go and I'll put in all the evidence to the President,